Ba 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 ba.
Penis. Which way are we going again? That way. What?
What's going on with your name right there? Oh wait, I should probably Oh, I
What's
should
going on with
probably
it?
turn that off. Nothing.
What is going on? Oh, was that voice chat mod thing?
No, I don't know what was happening.
Okay.
No, it's happening again. I think it's like the
What is
clouds
it?
behind your name. It's like not even just your name. It's like the letter N. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Strange. Strange. Right, you recording? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Farlands or Cancelled podcast. My name is Farlands, Mr. Farlands, and joined with me today is our very special guest, Box Player, and that's right, he is a guest on
Fuck
this
you.
Farlands
Hey,
podcast.
no.
What's
I'm
up?
the co-host, man.
You're the
You can't.
co-guest.
I'm a guest, me. I forgot to turn my sounds off.
Oh shit, you're right.
Damn,
We thought ahead.
that's what the voice chat mod's good for. We just figured it out. Keep the bug in.
Yeah,
Keep
it
the
does it
bug in.
itself.
Hang on,
Yeah,
you're a little bit
so
quiet. Hang on, let me just turn you up a little. Let me just. This is gonna stay in, by the way.
turn me
This is gonna stay
turn
in.
me on. Yeah, no. This is what people come here for.
Yeah, of course.
Technical
Good quality.
difficulties.
All right, let's
Yeah.
get walking. We are
Let's
currently,
go walking.
if you forgot, because I don't know, you might have forgotten, we're negative 269,000 blocks away from
We are
spawn.
negative.
So yeah, we're making some good headway. What did you say last time? We were like
I
a little
think
bit
we
of the way
finally
there.
reached 1%, didn't we? Is that right?
I don't know. You
I
tell
can't
me.
remember. I'm pretty sure 2,500 was roughly 1 or 2%. Something
That
like
would
that.
make sense. That would make
Something like that.
sense.
Yeah. So we're nearly there.
Nice.
We're nearly there.
Yeah,
We're nearly there.
it's been a little while since we've sat down and recorded one because we're lazy, and sometimes
We're lazy.
I feel like sometimes we don't have enough to talk about, or like when there isn't much to talk about, because we've been talking about this separately. Is like,
Yeah.
when like regular podcasts that aren't like Minecraft related, or even if they are Minecraft related, usually it's like two people sitting down just talking, right? They're not playing the game, they're doing
Yeah.
nothing. Maybe there's background footage for for people to watch, but like, usually it's nothing's happening, right? Whereas like for us, we actually have
Yeah.
to walk. We have to actually do something. We have to actually walk and actively play the game, which means we can't sit
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
watch other things and talk about,
Videos.
more than just
No.
what's off the top of the dome.
I
Um,
actually think we have the best podcast footage because we're actually doing something. Most podcasts, it's usually like just like 4 screens of the people. It's like
just
three
yeah.
middle-aged balding men, and then one kind of gamer girl in the corner who like randomly chirps up and says something, and
Mm.
then that's usually most podcast footage, or it's just like a logo. So I think we're going far places
Maybe that's why they
with
get maybe that's why they get more views than us because they've got gamer girls to on theirs. We
yeah.
need gamer girls. Any gamer girls out there?
Yeah,
Let us
hot
know.
ones as well. We can't have any ugly ones. Ugly ones would just drop the views. We don't want that. We need some. We need some
Yeah,
hot gamer girls.
exactly,
Maybe
exactly.
we could just put them in the corner as well.
And the other problem is like, we talk off the dome. So like, if we don't
Yeah,
have any notes on what we've got, then it's like it's just off the dome, whatever comes to mind. And sometimes I
yeah.
feel like we don't even have anything to talk about. So if you have questions, guys, keep them coming. Just ask all your questions. Say anything you want. I feel like that
It
just it
really,
helps us way more
yeah,
than you realize.
yeah. It really feels like amateur porn in a way. Where you don't even see the woman getting flipped over in most podcasts,
Mm,
but in this one you do. In this one you do. In this one it shows all of the kind of amateurness. It shows the clothes getting taken off. It shows being bent over. It shows getting reamed in the ass and putting on the condom. And that's the type of stuff you just don't get anywhere else on YouTube.
yeah,
So if you like stuff like that, subscribe.
definitely do that.
Definitely do that. Don't we usually sleep when it's night, by the way? I
Yeah,
know we usually don't
I
talk
didn't
about the game.
I didn't have any wood, so that's why I cut down that
Oh,
tree.
fuck.
So I'm kind of panicking right now. We don't normally
Okay, no,
talk about the
okay.
game during the podcast, but
I've got all of it. So
okay,
here we
okay.
go.
Do you have wool?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, you do it. Usually I'm the one to do it, so you got it. In the meantime,
Well, in the meantime, since the last one, very important developments have happened. I've grown a mustache
What, in real life?
in real life. Genuinely, I got bored. I was like, I'm tired of shaving this shit. I'm just gonna grow a mustache,
Yeah.
and I shit you not, it just grows naturally like Pepper's mustache.
Really?
His skin, yeah, it's crazy.
Like the
It
curls
just
and
it
all.
started. The curls just grow. I always thought that was like something that was styled, but
Yeah.
no, like it just naturally curves. I don't know if that's like normal.
I think that means you're a villain.
Gay.
You're a movie villain of some kind. You're like a Disney
I couldn't.
villain.
I would make a great Disney villain. Come here, Cinderella. Come here, Snow White. I've got seven dwarfs for you. Um,
7-inch
yeah,
dwarf.
I just. I think Pepper's probably pretty jealous because he doesn't actually have his own mustache, and I've
Mm.
stolen it. Mumbo Jumbo too. I feel
Yeah,
like
he's the
I'm the
same.
only
Yeah.
one with the actual mustache. Like these frauds and their fucking stashes.
Yeah.
And yeah, the only reason I'm bringing that up is because the other day I was in the godforsaken hellhole, which is known as Grimsby, because it's the
Hmm.
only place near me, right, has a fucking HMV to buy Blu-rays from. I'm not
Yeah.
even joking. That's the only place, fucking Grimsby. They're probably all stolen anyway. And I was just stood outside, kind of walking around, and this fucking guy who he's got to have been Swedish or something. He came up to me. He was like, "I love your mustache. I'm gonna go home and grow one just like it." And he had kind of like a beard,
That
but
is like
not
the
like
worst Swedish
quite.
accent I've ever heard in my life, by the
I
way.
can't do a Swedish accent. I don't know what these people.
I can tell.
Don't they do? Don't they? Is that how they talk? That's not how they talk. That's not how
I
some
don't
of them
think that's
talk.
how they talk.
But yeah, so somewhere out there is a guy who has been inspired by the boy Ryan's mustache,
That's
and
pretty amazing. If you're
yeah,
out there,
I'm just gonna
guy,
let it keep curling.
let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna experiment and see if it like curls all the way around and makes a full circle. I just
Yeah,
want to know.
I can't really grow any facial hair really. I just get like shit, like little bitty bits shit on my face. It looks
It's
terrible.
all that.
So.
It's all those steroids. They actually like decrease your testosterone. It's all those steroids you take.
Yeah, I definitely take so many steroids.
Yeah, you
Box
take
player,
them for
common steroid taker.
yes, that's confirmed actually. You
Confirmed.
take them for your job as a teacher, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how else
Yeah.
how are you supposed to deal with the kids,
How,
man?
how else you meant to teach history?
Yeah, how else are you supposed to teach them how to not take drugs? By taking all the hard
Like,
drugs. You got to
be the
take them in front
example.
of them. Yeah,
Set an
exactly.
example.
You've got to take
Show
them in
them.
front of them, show them how bad it is, and
Do you
then
know, on, like
they'll be
packets of
scared.
cigarettes, there's like just pictures of like bolognese, and it's like this will be you if you smoke. That's what you
Literally.
are to them.
Yeah,
You're like, this is
exactly.
what you will
I'm
become.
a
Do you
walking
really?
lesson. I'm a walking
Yeah.
lesson.
You just a big drug of buckets.
Yeah,
Big
exactly.
drug of buckets. What?
I don't know. I
What the
don't know
fuck
what
is
the hell that was. Big drugger
You're a
buckets.
big. You're a big bucket of drugs.
All right,
Fuck
should we
me.
actually talk
Anyway,
about something?
Yeah. You have notes, right? You have
I do have
notes and
notes. I
stuff
do
to
have
talk
notes.
about.
Okay, hang on. Let me just pull out the.
Oh
I think
God.
that's the first death we've had on this
I
journey.
didn't even think about it.
What
I
the
didn't
hell
even
is
fucking
wrong with
think
you?
about it.
You're such an idiot.
I'm not far away, but you can teleport me if you want.
Oh yeah, because you slept in the bed, right? All right,
I got
you've
notes.
finally walked all the way back. Great, that's so great.
Yeah, I walked
um,
so fast.
yeah, I got notes. Okay, the first one, actually, I think the first one is the most relevant one. Is we should talk about Betamore, the new and
Yeah,
improved back to beta season 2 is called Betamore. We're officially for anyone who doesn't know, um, we had the back to beta server, which has gone on for almost 3 years now,
almost 3 years.
and we've decided to start a season 2. Which we, instead of like resetting the map or anything like that, we decided to move super far out in the world, like 26,000 blocks out, which is nothing compared to where we are now, but 26,000
No.
blocks out in the world. And we're going to basically, start fresh. We've got new members, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a minute, but we've got new
Yep.
members. And yeah, we've rebranded the server as well from back to beta, which was always confused with the mod back to beta with the number two. And then
Yeah.
and yeah, we've rebranded to Betamore, which I think
Which
is a
mine,
pretty good
which
name.
yeah, which mine confuses with what random
Baltimore,
website he
some
hadn't heard
random
of until
website.
yesterday.
Yeah, literally.
He's a very easily confused person.
He's very
He's
easily
very easily
confused.
confused. He's very easily confused.
But yeah, I
If you
think
took those 3D glasses off, maybe he would know what's going on.
true.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe that's the
season
problem. He's
two,
cross-eyed.
season two.
Yeah, I think season two. I'm very excited for season two. We just did the walk from season one to season two, which
Yeah,
was so much fun. I think it was a lot of fun, and I think it was actually a really great success.
I think
For
so.
what it was, like we had the voice chat mod. We had the most players we've ever had online at once. We had 16 people. I'm pretty sure
That's
at one
crazy.
point,
That it
which is
was
crazy.
almost
That
everyone.
was almost
That was
everyone.
almost the entire
16,
server, which is
16 out of
crazy.
19 people. We didn't have DocSpot, who was at work. We didn't have the last block, who is having
TLB, yeah.
problems logging
Who's the other
into
one?
authenticating. And then the last person,
Who was the last one?
who were we missing?
Oh God, I've
Oh
forgotten
boy.
who it even are.
Maybe I could have been wrong. Maybe it was 17. Maybe we had
Maybe, yeah,
maybe we
maybe.
did have more and I
I
just didn't
can't
count
think of
properly.
another one other those then two. I can't think of anyone else. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think that
I
might
can't
have
that actually
been it
might
was
be
empty
maybe
then.
we did have everybody. That's crazy. Um
Yeah,
but yeah, it was pretty good. We had a good walk. It was a really good test for the voice chat mod. So we recently added the
yeah,
voice chat mod to the server, and we've been testing it, on and off, trying to get everybody, everybody using it and seeing how it goes. It's a bit buggy, it's like in its very first stages of development, so it's a little bit buggy, but
mm,
there are like for what it is, it works really well, I think. And it had its first like major test with all of us on the server, and I think it performed really well. Everyone was expecting it to be the problem, but in the end, it was the world generation, similar to what we face here on Farlands. Um,
yeah. It's just yeah. I don't know why. I don't even know how that voice mod was the only thing working. That's crazy.
it's pretty
Maybe like the
crazy.
audio is just maybe the audio sound of Minecraft is just great and
Yeah.
nothing else is clearly.
But it was really good. Like
Yeah, it was
it was really
interesting.
good. The only problem that ever came of it, I feel like, was, I mean, I think one or two people had problems with it, like hearing and whatever. But for the most part, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah,
The main problem was like when the server had like major server lag, like people sounded like they were in different places that they weren't or whatever.
yeah,
But it really
yeah.
wasn't an issue, which was great. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I gotta somehow turn that 4 hour footage into one last back to beta video because that's
yeah.
gonna be my finale. I'm gonna make that a video, and
I
I've gotta
did.
somehow edit that into one.
I actually don't think it
That's
would.
gonna be
I
something.
actually don't think it'll be that hard. I feel like it's broken up pretty well. At least
Yeah,
for I just went through it today because I just basically added snippets of the walk onto the end of my video that I've been working on, which I'll post. Well, probably tomorrow, depending on when this comes out. It might be tomorrow, might be the same day. I don't know.
yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. There's definitely some funny moments. I would like to edit down, but it's also I've got the whole live stream on my channel, so if you want to watch
yeah,
it, go
yeah,
watch that. I think actually the whole live stream is really entertaining, so there's not really dull
yeah.
moments for the most part.
For me,
So
I think I could probably leave most of it in. I think what I want to get it down to at least like an hour or
yeah,
2 hours.
the fact that it was 4 hours
I
long is kind of crazy.
4 hours is yeah. I think I have to cut a lot of moments where I was doing nothing.
Or
No one
logging
was
in,
talking
logging
because I was
out, or
on my
something.
own, or logging in
Yeah,
and logging out. But overall, yeah, I think it shouldn't be too hard. It just means actually going back and sitting and watching it. But yeah, that will be my episode 70. So I think
nice.
that's a good episode 70. I'm gonna title it "Where Does It Go?"
Where does
And
it
it's just
go?
gonna
That's
be it's
awesome.
just gonna be
That's
like the group
so
picture,
good.
maybe. I don't know.
I
I have a few good ones that
Were
could
you
be
there? There was a
could go on that.
moment, actually, I don't know if you were there. There was a moment where Kelphone was like in a pit with all the with a whole bunch of zombies, and he's just
Yeah,
screaming, "They're jumping me! They're jumping me!"
yeah,
Which is
I was there
hilarious
for that.
because when I was watching that is exactly, that's like such a throwback to day one. That's like last day of Back to Beta season one and first day of Back to Beta season one. The connection there was just insane. Like I can't believe that happened. Um,
Yeah, I mean, did it completely unintentionally. That was just him saying it.
Literally,
That's
yeah.
how he talks. They're jumping me. They're jumping me.
They're jumping me. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
so good.
that guy could not help going into the monster spawners and dying.
Yeah. So good. And
I would hold back sometimes. I don't know if you ever heard any of it in the live stream, but sometimes I would kind of hold back to see what the people at the back were talking about, and it
yeah.
was always Kelphone and Pepper talking the funniest shit.
Yeah, they were talking about
At
some
the back
seriously
of the
funny stuff.
line.
I missed out on
We're like,
a lot of stuff at the back of the line because like I think because I was streaming, a lot of
yeah.
the pace of the walking was dictated by me. Like a lot of I feel like people were moving with me, so I was like, okay, I got to keep this thing going, otherwise it's gonna take years.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna hang out with the cool kids at the back of the bus, and it was
yeah.
just them talking about like Elliot Rodger and shit. I was just laughing, and it was funny because occasionally they would get close enough where everyone could hear it, and it
Yeah.
was just like
And everyone's like, "What are you
completely
talking
random.
about?" Yeah, and they
What are
were
they
just
on
always
about?
pissing
Yeah,
themselves. It was so funny.
yeah, that shit was good.
Yeah, that was good.
It,
I really liked the end when we actually got to the you know, the new area and
yep.
Deadly put down the TNT and actually blew up the spawn cactus, but it somehow survived. That's so poetic.
I don't know how that survived.
It's
That was
actually
crazy.
insane. And the sand block under it survived as well. Like it all
Yeah,
survived, which is insane. And created this big
planned,
crater. Literally scripted.
scripted.
Literally scripted.
We could do so much with that crater. I don't know whether we should preserve it or
yeah.
just like kind of you could totally make it like a nice like spawn platform thing inside the
Yeah.
crater or something.
You
Something
could.
cool. Um, I did kind of not throw everything into the cactus. I do still have my part of the spawn cactus on me.
That's
I
illegal.
didn't want to throw it away.
Illegal.
Uh,
Illegal.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna start season. I'm gonna carry that the whole fucking season. Just as an inconvenience.
what, just on your there's no way you're going to be able to
I'm
hold
like,
on to that on your
hey,
character the whole time.
no, there's no way.
You'll
I
die
think
straight away.
I have plans for it. I have plans for it.
All
But
right.
yeah, I'm glad I didn't throw into the cactus because if he
Dildo.
blew that one up and blew it up
Yeah,
and
that I
it
mean that
like
is true. That is
actually went,
true.
I would have had the backup still.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Well,
there
that
is that.
the funny thing is, I actually didn't even think about that. Like my, like when he went to blow it up, I was like, oh no, why would you do that? But my first thought was, I was like, oh, Ryan's got the backup. It's all good. But like, I didn't even think
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
fact that that was after we threw everything into the cactus. So
yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah,
think about the
that's
fact
funny,
that
right?
you could potentially had have thrown it in there. So I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah,
You know, as a
yeah, yeah,
safety
yeah.
measure, is
I
smart
carry that
smart
fucker all the way
thinking.
here. It's like my Grogu. The fuck that
um
guy.
yeah, so back to Betamore. See, that's something we're gonna get used to is actually saying the name. I say it all the time. Actually,
Yeah,
I went back in the went back in the recording because at the start of before we started stream,
yeah.
we were talking about Beta Lands. And at the start of the
Yeah.
stream, I instead of saying Beta More, I said Beta Land, which is hilarious.
That's funny. That's
um,
funny.
but yeah,
I guess it kind of is in a few ways it is a Beta Land season 3 because it's got most of the people from that. It's kind of like a merge at this point.
it is a little bit of a
Uh,
merge at this point, hey.
it's more it's obviously more back to beta, but we kind of just took on. Do you know how like there's the Avengers films and then they're bringing in the X-Men,
Yeah.
the old X-Men films?
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're doing. We're the cinematic MCU, and
MC, yeah, cinematic
we've got
MCU.
permission from Sony and Fox to use these
Yeah,
characters of
exactly.
Akron
Exactly.
and all the new people.
Yeah.
We
And
paid good money for that license.
speaking of the new people, got quite a few. We
Yeah,
got 8 new people, I think. 8 total new
I
people,
think.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
And from a variety of like kind of different kind of creators and you know
religions.
streamers and stuff, which is cool. I'm pretty excited,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I think the fact that we have so many people that are well connected and motivated, like well, hopefully motivated, will hopefully make for a really good season. At least for it'll make for a
I
really good start, I think, and hopefully
we
if people last long enough at the start, I think
yeah.
you know they will the motivation will continue, right? If they last long enough to start big projects that like you know they're invested in and have enough resources and stuff like you know like we
Mhm.
have, I think yeah, hopefully.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I have like so many ideas, but I don't know which one to do first. I'm kind of gonna see what the fuck other people like build around, and I'm like, oh, well, if that's there, I probably won't build this. I
Yeah.
got ideas, but yeah, the new people are cool. I'm gonna make a bingo card of things that happen, and I'm gonna
Okay.
tick it off
I
as
think
I
that's
go
a good
along.
idea. I think that's a good
That's
idea.
a good idea. Um, I, I could definitely tell which ones will be more motivated than the others,
Yep.
just by like
Based on
the ones that are actually
conversations
kind of
and
based on conversations.
yeah.
Um, So we'll see. But yeah, new people, and I think we gotta. We when season 2 starts, we kind of gotta get each of them on for each
Oh, definitely,
podcast. I think
definitely,
just to
definitely.
introduce the new people more. I
I
think
think that's a great idea.
um,
We kind of need to get
Optiman coming on would be funny.
we kind of need to get everybody on, like everybody we can on.
Yeah, I think we probably should do that eventually.
Yeah,
Um,
because we've got a lot of people. We've got a lot of people at our fingertips that we can talk to,
yeah,
and like a lot of interesting
we've got
people
a
to
lot of
talk to. So
characters to use.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I think getting Octoman on would be good. We could do like a life lessons podcast because that dude is obsessed with Asian women, right? Have you ever spoke to him?
Not really. Not enough to know that he's obsessed with Asian women.
Okay, well, if you ever speak to him, very soon into the conversation, you'll start hearing about his dating history and how it's a huge
Ah.
train wreck. And then he
Actually,
would also like he has like a huge thing for Asian women,
you know what I
and
did? I did hear
yeah,
he had an affinity for like a cartoon or something, like a I don't know. He had
right,
like his favorite TV show or something, and he said he was like super obsessed with it. And he made videos on it and was predicting things before they even happened and whatever. Like he sounded super
yeah,
passionate, and I'm pretty sure it's like a Asian cartoon kind of
Asian
thing.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves. I think, and the conversations of me and him had in private of his life was comedy gold in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think it bringing that shit on the podcast and he can talk about it that would be funny. I do want Akron's mum on as well. I made a promise to Akron.
To bring his mum on.
This is not a. Yeah, I joined his Horseland series, and he was like asking to join Farlands, and I said, like, only if we can bring your mother on, and he said yes, and
Like with
his
him
mum
or
said yes.
separately?
With him, but we're just going to totally ignore him and only talk about his mum and to his mum.
That sounds awesome to me.
That would be a good one. And yeah, the rest of them, who cares?
How is how is how's the conception? Was it good? All right, we've got
That was the
yeah, the
conception.
questions are lined up. We're ready to go, guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Send your questions down below for Akron's mom. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm pretty excited. My plans, I've got some ideas. I don't know exactly, like similar to season 1. I feel like I'm kind of gonna fly in a bit blind. Like I'm not sure exactly 100% what I want to do. Um,
Hmm.
at the very start, like especially when it's like kind of organizing where we want things to be, like the train station. I think this season's going to be so much more organized than the first one in terms of like the first one we were just kind of it was all free game. Everyone's everywhere. You can do whatever you want anywhere. Like you we didn't really ask each other like whether people were using an area or anything like that.
Yeah,
Because there
yeah, yeah.
wasn't that many of us. Whereas this time, like, there's so many of us, so there's so much room for potential conflict, which I'm worried about. But I'm sure it'll be, I
Oh,
hope it'll
for
be
sure.
okay.
Oh,
But like,
there's
the
going to be at least one or two kind of like, what the fuck? You can't. I claim this land. I
yeah.
claim this fucking land.
Well,
There's going to be a few of those.
I'm worried definitely about the land claim, and I'm definitely worried about people being like, oh my god, you ruined sign lights at spawn or whatever like that. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
at spawn, just relax a bit. Yeah, again, it's guys, it's not a big deal. It's a block game. We can make it work.
And that's one thing I really liked about joining Back to Beta Season 1 is when the kind of the spawn layout was already done and set up, and
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna kind of approach season 2 the same way, where I'm not really gonna. I know a lot of people were like, "Hey, you should design the layout for where people to build," and I would do that, and I would probably do a good job at it. But at the same time, I kind of just want them to build wherever the fuck,
Which
and
I
then I
agree
kind of
with.
want to
Yeah.
build my stuff. I want to build my stuff like that where theirs are, because
Yeah.
like I remember joining and being like, okay, there's this empty space, and that would be perfect for the
Perfect for
restaurant.
this.
And I
Yeah, let's
think
fill this in.
that was a
Yeah.
good, and that's kind of what I'm going to do again. I'm going to let people kind of build their things and then decide where to put mine, because I'm
Yeah.
probably going to build
I
a
think that's a
giant
good way to
fucking
do it.
spawn thing, and I don't really want to build a giant spawn thing in I want to find a good spot afterwards,
Yeah.
so it doesn't block people's
I think
shit.
that's a good I think that's a good way to kind of do it, I think. Um
Yeah.
I think I think this time, when the first time we started by building our houses, right? We built houses and like little
Yeah.
shacks, and then started building walkways, and then we were like, oh wait, maybe we should have a train station, right? And then by then it was out of the way. So I think
It's literally British design right there. That's
yeah,
British town designs.
so I think we should, I think the main focal should be like the train station. I think that like the
For
transportation
sure.
should be like the focal thing, and then everything around
I've
that should be like flexible. Like a
I
little
think
more
yeah, we
flexible.
definitely we need like I was thinking just like a some kind of giant train station sort of in the middle, and it would be called, you know, like the New York monorail things
Yeah,
that kind of that would be cool to have because I do like underground rails, but I almost feel like it's a waste because you never really see them until you're using them. I
yeah.
like to see the rails and stuff you build. I think it
I
would
kind
be
of agree with
really
that.
cool to just
And I think if we were
have
to
some above ground ones.
if we were to do that, it would bring the scale of like buildings people do in the area up. I think, just a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
because you want your whatever you build to be higher than the rails, or you know,
Yeah, exactly. I think it would be cool, and you can have like multiple layers to the town then, because
yeah,
you can have like the rail layer, then like the walking layer and stuff. I
yeah.
think that's a good way to do it, because and hopefully that's what happens.
The
Hopefully
thing, the
someone
thing I
doesn't
don't,
do like an underground subway kind of sucks. I don't know.
the thing I don't want is like, um, the thing I don't want is like a grid. I don't want people just to make a grid and
Yeah,
like make it be such a square thing. I want it to be organic and natural like the first one was.
yeah. I don't want like a shitty American city design where it's
Yeah.
designed by like morons with Lego bricks. Like you need like a nice kind of
See,
variety where it's not just a grid.
I don't mind. I actually don't mind having like the underground metro kind of feeling. Where like everything is connected in a metro at spawn, and then as you get out of
Yeah.
spawn, then the rails come above ground. Like I don't mind that, or like around spawn. I don't mind that, but I don't know.
I think it's just such a waste having all that stuff underground. I mean, to me, it's fine to have like for like the lesser areas, I suppose. Like it's kind of like, oh, this is the way to one of Gory's 15 5G towers or whatever.
Yeah.
But um, but above ground to like main things, I think above ground rails would be really good. And to me, like the Nether's kind of the subway that's out of the way and a
Mm.
more convenient way
Yeah,
to get
that's true.
places, and the rail in the overworld is more for show
Yeah.
and just like coolness, I guess.
I don't know. I
But
think
yeah,
that's all this stuff. Yeah, I think over this next week we'll spend a bit more time talking with everyone and planning that sort of thing a little more. Planning it but not planning it too much.
yeah,
That's kind of what I want to do.
we
Plan
definitely,
it to the
yeah,
point where
definitely
people
plan
won't
some kind
shit
of above
fight.
thing.
That's the main thing for
Yeah,
me. I don't want people to shit fight
yeah,
about pointless stuff. Um,
yep.
yeah, and then apart from like Spawn, yeah, like I said, I don't really have too many ideas at Spawn. I have ideas for like games. I have a few game ideas.
Mm.
Actually, wait, did I had an idea. I wrote it down. I don't know if I wrote it down. Did I write it down? I did. Okay, cool. I have a few ideas for like games to play at Spawn. I think we're gonna have like a gaming area, which is cool. Um, and I actually built like a whole big redstone game, which I'm sure has probably been built before. I'm not probably not the first person to do this, but I built it like a year ago when we first started talking about doing season two. And I've just had it sitting, the design sitting and waiting to be built. So I'm excited to finally do that and have people play it, which is kind of funny. It's just a funny build. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah, and then after that,
That'd
like
be good.
I've got a cool idea for like a base in the snow, like kind of inspired by like some things that we were talking about, but also just like a really overarching idea that I want to do. Like I really want to do like a lot of technical building. Go back to
Mm.
making a bit more farms and stuff. So I've got some pretty cool ideas, but it's gonna be a lot of work. And the thing is, like, with, for me, I get a bit like worried because like when it comes to like big builds, especially ones that are like kind of technical, and I want to make sure that everything still works. Like you want to
Yeah.
plan them out, but like I really do not like planning out any of my builds and stuff in creative. So like I kind of
Nah, that
I'm
shit takes
always
the fun out of it.
exactly I'm always torn between like planning some stuff and then or just like going full free flow. But I think I'm just gonna go full free flow and hope for the best, because I think the mistakes give it character. When there's things that aren't
Yeah.
perfect, the imperfections give things character. And I'm not aiming for perfection, with any of this stuff. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
I think it'll
I
be
have
fun.
some I have some ideas for like interactive builds. Not like redstone wise, but like with player wise. Like I do
Yeah,
like the idea of shops, but kind of just like gimmicky ones. Like I really want
yeah,
to do a pawn shop. Like, do you know where people can
yeah,
pawn
yeah,
shit
yeah,
in and
yeah,
buy
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
I think that would add to some funny things because I liked the Calcino. That was a good
That
idea.
was
It's a
such a good
shame
idea.
the owner died,
Yeah.
but it's a shame he
It's a shame
didn't
that he
live
was
up to
like
his
literally
branding promises.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, he's Jesus with the gambling place. I think that would be good. Some kind of weird shops like that would be fun.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I would definitely want to stay near spawn for longer because once I go
definitely.
out, I'll probably stay out building for the rest of the fucking season.
100%. Yeah,
Um,
that's definitely something to think about. I think that a lot of people early on made that mistake. So I think
yeah,
yeah, people staying close in. And the thing is with more people as well, spawn will expand pretty fast. So like there'll be lots of room to
yeah,
kind of do stuff at spawn for a long time, I think. And with the voice chat mod, I think you'll want to stick around spawn because it just means you're going to bump into people more and more, you know, which I think is just fun.
right. Yeah, I'm obviously I'm gonna build a restaurant, of course, and it's gonna be in the same style but not the same shape. I have ideas for like obviously I think everyone should probably build like a little wooden house.
Yeah.
That would be like a little
Yeah,
like
like build
day
a little
one.
day one starter thing, yeah.
Yeah, and after that, I'm not sure. I have ideas. I want to build a yacht. I want to build all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, we'll have plenty of
once
time.
we expand out, once we go out, I probably won't be coming back to spawn much,
Yeah.
because I have big ideas for outside of spawn. So
Yeah.
I kind of got to stay there for as long as possible while I can without like getting bored.
It's gonna be
Uh,
interesting because like while I was like in season one and we were doing the um I was building like my sand area. I
yeah,
like in my head I was thinking, damn, like I'm in a very like specific biome here. I wanted to be like in a forest a lot of it. I was like, I feel like I'm missing out on like the kind of foresty stuff. And then I was like, oh, like
yeah,
next season I'm gonna be in a forest. And then basically as soon as I was searching around the next season, and we started talking stuff, I was like, okay, maybe I want to be in the snow now. So now I've gone from like a desert to the snow. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do potentially. I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
Plans might change. I think it's very likely that plans often change, but um, right now that's kind of where my head is leaning at the moment.
I think what I'm gonna do, and I learned this from season one because I kind of did it a little, is I want like two ongoing large projects.
Yeah,
I liked having the Wild West village and my village because it meant you
yeah,
could go around and do different things more,
100%.
and
That's
you could
that's
just take
always
a
my
break from a
philosophy.
place, and like every video was like was starting to feel the same. It's like, okay, here's
Is
another
another house
episode
in
of
the
me
area.
building a house
Yeah,
in my fucking area in the same fucking style. I
yeah.
was just like, I can't do this shit. I just like I ran away and um, build the
Build the
desert
other
place. I
things.
think that's what
Yeah,
I'm going to do. I'm going to like find and found two places and claim them, and then like build them up every few episodes. Obviously, there'll be one I care more about. I'll be like, you know what, this one's more interesting, and I'll do that. But
yeah,
yeah, I think that's the best way to do it because then the viewers don't get bored seeing
yeah.
like a
There's like lots
desert
of
every episode or a snow biome every episode.
100%. Yeah.
It's
I also
because they
think
like the forest. Like the forest
yeah, the
is
forest is beta. Ooh.
yeah. Oh, God.
I think um yeah, I think you're right about that. Like the forest is kind of beta, but yeah, you do need to like change it up a lot. I think something that I really enjoyed about the earlier videos was, and this was obviously when interaction was high, and then obviously early videos when we were close together at spawn and stuff, was
Yeah.
uh the interaction, trying to make sure that there's like interaction in each video. Like I think for me, like that's something I want to make sure I kind of keep on top of, especially now that we've got the voice chat. Even if it's just a small interaction, I want to make sure that there's some level of interaction, just because I don't know, it
Yeah.
makes it more engaging. It breaks up the video and the monotony of just being a solo thing. And I like the
Yeah, it
idea
makes it
of
an actual server SMP.
yeah,
It started to feel like single player for a
100%,
lot
yeah.
of it,
Which like
and yeah,
for me isn't really the worst thing in the world. Like if I'm
definitely
gonna
not.
do a single player world, it might as well be on a multiplayer world. um,
Yeah.
but
It's
that
like
being
George
said,
Harrison saying, if you're gonna be in a band, you might as well be in the Beatles.
yeah,
It's like if you're gonna start Minecraft World, it might as well be a server. Like even if you
exactly.
never ever see anyone, it's just cooler.
Yeah, it is. It's just cooler, and like the odds of coming across something you've never built, creepy
It's
structure I've never
yeah.
built, like I
And the
feel like that's
likelihood of
cool.
your likelihood of your game crashing and then your world being deleted is less
Way less,
likely with a server.
100%,
Way less.
like
The
infinitely
corruptions
less.
would never happen. Like the
Uh,
amount of times my alpha world got corrupted and I had to like go through workaway bullshit in World MC or MC Paint or whatever the fuck to
I think that
like
was
get it back.
That was the
Uh,
biggest. That's like actually one of the biggest reasons why I was like I never kind of have gone back to my single player series,
yeah,
because it just had so many problems, especially like I was getting real burnt out on all the problems, especially when I got close. But like it would probably be better now because I know a lot more now. But back then it just, I don't know, it just burned me a bit. And
yeah.
the prospect of a
My
server was just so much more exciting.
yeah, alpha playing alpha with a PC that would occasionally crash is like the worst thing possible in the
Yeah.
world
Yep.
because almost every time your PC crashes in an alpha world, either your inventory gets reset or your entire world gets reset, but your
Yeah.
inventory's there. And if you and occasionally that hopefully there's a backup. You go into like the this thing and you rename the two to a one, and it's like
Yeah.
okay, everything's fine. But the very rare chance where everything's fucked and you have to go and like somehow for one instance, my game crashed and everything was gone,
Yeah.
and the backup was there, and the backup had my shit, but I couldn't load the backup. It just
Yeah.
wouldn't
I've
work,
had the
and
same,
the
dude.
only thing I could do,
Yeah.
yeah, go on.
Oh no,
Well, actually, no,
I
hang
was
on.
just saying I had the exact same issues with mine. Like what you're describing,
Yeah,
everything here
yeah.
is exactly what happened with mine.
It was a big pain in the ass, and the only thing that would fix it is I found out that loading the backup in what the fuck's the program called? It's called something. MC Edit. I loaded that up in MC Edit, and I could see it. Like I couldn't load it
Yeah.
up in the game, but I could load it up in MC Edit, like the editing thing. So what I did is I like I created. I got an old backup of the world, like from years ago,
Yeah.
and I just MC Edit copied everything over the top of an
Fuck
old thing,
that, dude.
because that was the only way I could possibly do it.
Yeah.
And play the world again with all the new shit I built. I just like lined it all up perfectly with all the new stuff
See,
now there,
see that
and
stuff
that was
just
all I could do.
that stuff just
Last.
kills my motivation when
What?
that stuff just kills my motivation when things go like that. Whoa.
Yeah. Well,
You just had like a lag
lag
spike,
spike.
I think. Yeah. But yeah, that
Yeah,
stuff
that
just
shit
kills
sucks.
my motivation. Like it's so, yeah, so frustrating. So like the server thing, like it just really does not happen. You know, like we've had major
No.
crashes. You know, with the um update suppression and stuff, and it's just been fine. You know, like and I take
Oh
downloads
yeah.
often. You know, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so much easier. So
Yeah, playing with update suppression on servers like shooting yourself with a BB gun, but playing with update suppression on like a single player world, that's like jiggling fucking dynamite.
yeah, yeah,
It's like
literally,
it's
literally.
one wrong move and your fucking world's gone. It's over.
That
Your
is
game crashes and it's fucked.
so accurate. Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, single player kind of sucks. Even if I played single player, I'd probably like host the world on a fucking server and just play it that way. Just because like the when you're like 2 years into an alpha world and you're scared to fucking play it because if one crash deletes everything and it's a
yeah.
pain in the ass, it's not fun.
The
It's
amount
just
of
it's
times
shit.
like I would build something for a video, like I would I would build something for a video and like do it all in like one or two sittings because I was so
Yeah,
worried about like things crashing or whatever, and then I
yeah.
would make a download like straight. I'd make downloads like every single like after I finished
Oh,
building anything,
absolutely,
and I was like, oh, it just was
absolutely. I
so
have this
exhausting.
whole on my hard drive. I have a folder of like 120 copies
That's
of my
crazy.
alpha world from 2020
Yeah,
2020 was it 20 yeah 2020 to about 2023 of like every single time I was just like right, I'm gonna leave the game now because I've done something, and if I lose this, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna
I'm
die.
gonna
Yeah,
fucking blow my
that's
brains out.
literally what it feels like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, pain,
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 big pain.
pain,
That's
pain in nuts.
pretty much everything I had to talk about like beta and the servers. You have anything else
Yeah.
in mind?
Um. Yeah. When's season 3? How can I join?
How can I join? Join by if you want to join back to if you want to join Betamore, the new Betamore season, make sure you go to a Loki's YouTube channel and ask her because she actually owns the server, and
Yeah,
she's in
yeah.
charge of whitelisting. So
She's now our
yeah,
community manager,
yeah.
and she deals with all the fan mail. She has to answer it all for us.
I can picture a Loki answering the fan mail and just it's
Yeah,
just her
fuck
grabbing
off.
it and putting it in a shredder. It's just her
Yeah.
getting it, putting it straight to the shredder.
We should absolutely make her the only moderator slash community manager because it would just be funny. Someone
We
be
wouldn't
asking a question and she'd be like, I don't know, fuck off.
we wouldn't have a community for very long. Let's just say
We would not have a community.
that.
No, it would not be managed at all. But it
Speaking
would be
of
fun to watch it burn.
baby Minecraft animals, did you see that they've
What?
made new baby Minecraft animal models?
I did see that. I saw that in the Boy Ryan Hates Babies, the
That's
brand
so
new hit
crazy.
Minecraft
I think
video
Boxplayer
uploaded
featured
by
in that.
big YouTuber.
I only
He
watched
did
that because
feature in that, I
Boxplayer was
think.
in
He
that.
ruined it. Yeah. Well, no,
He
no,
was the
no.
best
I
part of
didn't
it.
even. I didn't even realize he was there.
See,
Like, I
here's
was
the
just
thing. I
so
saw I
focused
saw
on the
that
Boy
I
Ryan
saw
that
that
it's so
video
good.
and then I subscribed
Yeah.
to Boxplayer and unsubscribed to the Boy Ryan because he
Well,
was so much better.
what the hell? What the fuck? What?
Okay, I reckon okay, after so we recorded that video, and by we recorded I
Yeah.
mean I was fucking around just looking at them in the snapshot, and I was streaming them and then you recorded it and uploaded it.
As I said, that's how the best porn's made.
That is in facts. So
Yeah.
we were, yeah, just messing around looking at them, and I think that was like my first kind of actual look at them, and I feel like I've had
Yeah.
further thoughts since then, and also having like seen like like a bit more of the community's reaction. But let me tell me your opinion on them first.
Okay, so I don't mind the little fucking chickens, the little baby chicks. I think the old ones were fine, but these new ones are like funnier, I think. I don't mind them. I really like the new rabbits. The animation sucks, right? The animation's really stupid. I think they would look so much like that's I will go into that later. I think the new rabbits are great. I really like the new rabbits. Um and what other ones were there? I think that's about it.
there's there's the sheep, the
uh,
cow, the mushroom, the pig, the cat, the
I hate all
dog.
the others. I hate all the others. I think the worst two are for sure maybe the worst three. The kittens are just hideous. They're not even cute. They're arguably ugly.
Yeah.
I think the pig is ugly. I think the pig is a huge downgrade, and the sheep is a mess. The sheep is probably the worst one. I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck they did to that sheep. That sheep looks like you shaved a plushie, or
Yeah.
like it looks like a llama. It looks like a
It looks
baby
like
llama. It does not
it
look
looks like
like
a
a
piggy
sheep.
bank. It looks like plastic.
Yeah, it looks like polystyrene. Um, yeah, I don't like them. I prefer the old ones. I really do prefer the old ones.
Yeah.
Apart from the old rabbit. The old rabbit really sucks.
It's
I
not
was looking at the old
nostalgia. The
rabbit.
old baby
It's shit.
models were great.
They were the old babies were great.
I okay, so my opinion is I think the baby chicken is kind of dumb. I don't like that it's just like one little block. We compared it
Yeah,
to the beat. So this is something Mojang is doing as a whole is they're making like everything I think they're trying to make everything pixel consistent, right? So you know, like an adult cow has the same pixel sizes as, you know, a baby bee, right? Like they're the same
yeah.
sized pixels. And like that's why they changed the vex, that's why they changed the back texture. I don't know if you knew that, but they changed the
They
back
changed the
texture.
back
Yeah,
texture.
they I think they changed the back texture.
We
Um
always reference that, and I don't think anyone knows why.
I don't think
They
anyone
have no
knows
idea,
why,
and
and
we're
they
not going
never
to
will.
explain it. We're just not going into it. It's just a funny inside
It
joke.
is. But yeah, they changed the vex, you know, and I think the cited reason is because they wanted to make the pixel consistent because, and that's same with the Ghast as well. Like because
Yeah,
the Ghast had, well, if you put like a vex next to a cow, the vex's pixels were
yeah,
so much smaller. Same with, I'm pretty sure if you put like an adult cat next to a like a cow, for example, the pixels are different sizes. That's what
yeah.
they've changed about some of these baby mobs, right? So the baby cats they look so much bigger than the adults because the pixels of
Mm.
the baby cat are bigger than the adult. So it looks really
Yeah,
often looks really weird. Um,
it looks stupid.
it looks really strange. You know, when the babies were just downscaled versions of the adults with the same head, so their heads were the same, but the bodies were just downscaled, right? Like
I loved that about them.
they
I
had,
loved the heads.
yeah, like they were, it was actually interesting. I don't know why they have such an issue with the pixels having to be consistent. In my opinion, it makes it harder for them to be creative and make things look good. So that's why I think the chicken looks dumb because it's only really like 4 pixels in size. So it
It
looks
is
really
really dumb.
stupid, right?
It's
Um,
really dumb. I don't mind that one though. I think that, I kind of just wish they just made the old baby chicken yellow. Like that would have been so
yeah,
fucking easy to do.
well, that's the crazy thing, right? I've seen community designs that are like 10 times better of every single one.
Yeah,
The one thing actually, so I think the pig is the worst one. I think it looks
I think so.
the pig and the sheep. Sorry, they're definitely the worst ones. But that
Yeah,
being said, I did see like a Reddit post or something where someone had literally all they'd done was added the proper eye pixels, like make it so that they had the white and the black instead of just the black
yeah.
eyes, and it made a huge difference. It just made them alive again.
It
Like
needs those
it
eyes.
needs
It
those
needs
eyes.
those
It
eyes.
absolutely needs those eyes. They look so demented without them. and just looks so like lifeless and dead without them. So
Yeah.
like even
They
if they just
say
do
they
that,
say that
it'll be an improvement, you know.
yeah, like they say that the nose and eye area is the most important thing of anyone's face. It's the most recognizable
Yeah,
part, and that's like the most. That's what does it. And if you change a single bit of that, you people will notice.
yeah,
They will notice that your face is wrong. And
100%.
they've done that to the it.
That's
It
what they've
doesn't look
done.
like a baby Minecraft pig.
It
It
looks
does.
like a
It needs those
demented
eyes. It needs that
fake
face. It
thing.
needs the
It
baby
looks
head.
like
It needs the same head.
it looks like
Otherwise, it's
like
not the same
like a
thing.
teddy bear with like button eyes, you know, and like when you stare into
Yeah.
those eyes, it's like it's soulless and dead. Like, and I think that's
Exactly.
the
It's the
biggest
most like
thing.
artificial cute. It's I
Yeah,
don't even think
it's
they're
not
that
even
cute. I
cute. I
thought
don't
the
think they're
old
cute.
ones were way cuter. Like these
Yeah,
little fucking like things with these giant heads.
with
That
the
was
giant
way
heads.
cuter
Yeah, I
than
think
like
that's
this
way cuter.
artificial like rubbish.
Well,
It's
when you think
I
about
don't
it,
like
right?
any of them.
Like, what makes something cute? I mean, like people think, oh, you know, babies are cute. Babies have like ginormous heads compared to the body. Have you ever like seen it? Like babies'
uh
heads are so big compared to their body. Like when you put their arms up to
yeah.
try and surround their head, they can't even touch their hands above their head. That's how big their head is compared to their body, right?
And they have
Um,
giant eyes when they open. They
yeah,
have big heads and big eyes.
and
And
that's
what
like
Mojang have done is they've shrunk the heads and shrunk the
shrunk the
eyes and
eyes.
been
They've
like,
done,
ah, this is so cute.
yeah, they've gone
Ah,
completely
isn't this
opposite of
cute,
cute.
everyone?
And I think
Isn't this cute?
the
No,
only
it's not
one
cute.
out of the
It
baby
sucks.
animals that works for me is like the cow. That one's the best one. I think that's the only one that works because like cows kind of are like baby cows are kind of big, you know, like and it kind of
Yeah.
like making the pixel consistent kind of makes sense. But even still, like the eyes just make them so like I don't know, they just don't
Shit.
yeah, they just don't
It just
work for
doesn't
me.
look like Minecraft. It's yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
like these
think
these. I do like the new rabbit though. The new
yeah,
rabbit's
so
great.
so
The animation sucks, but imagine if it jumped around without one. That would add so much more. That would be so fucking funny. The
yeah.
rabbit just bouncing around with no animation. That would fit Minecraft so much more.
Yeah, so I think the rabbit is like I think the model is objectively better, but
Yeah.
something about the old one I kind of like. You know, I kind of like that it's a bit jank. Back when I actually think the best rabbit was the first rabbit they added, which was when it was like the old model but like bigger. It's funny that they've made the three
Yeah.
models of the rabbits. It was like the old model but bigger, right? Because rabbits
I
are
think
like
that's what I like. I like the fact that the rabbit's bigger now.
the rabbits are fairly big. Like rabbits are fairly big in real life, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they made them like absolutely tiny, like so small in Minecraft, for
Yeah.
some reason. And then now they've gone back to like making them a bit bigger, but now they're like super chunky, which is kind of funny. I
I
do,
like the chunky. I like the chunky
I do
rabbit.
think it is objectively better. But I do kind of like the old rabbit design still. Um, I
I
think
never
the
really had much
animation,
care for the old rabbits. I don't know.
the
Maybe I just nostalgia.
well, I think the main reason is like rabbits are never very useful or like helpful, so you never interact
No,
with them much. So
I'm just kind
it's
of like,
probably not
eh.
something you care about as much.
I
The
didn't like the color of them either. They always looked a bit shit.
they
The
always
old
look a
ones.
bit like washed out. I think
Yeah,
they never
yeah,
look
yeah,
very
yeah.
vibrant.
They looked
Unlike the
very
other
like
mobs.
scaled down 32 by 32. Like the
Mm,
texturing of them looked a bit shit. I don't like those. That sounds like something Dinnerbone made.
fair enough. The and then the animation of the rabbit, I think, is the like yeah, it's very obvious. Every single new mob they've added, apart from like the variant mobs, you know, of like the cow or whatever. Every single new mob they've given like a you know the fresh animations treatment. You know that mod,
Yeah,
that makes it
oh,
so
it's
that
the
they've got
worst
all the
mod.
animations. Like
It's the worst mod
for
in the
me,
world. I hate that mod.
like I understand it. You know, I kind of get what they're going for, but I just don't think I like it. You know, I just don't think I like it.
No, it,
I
it
like
looks
I
not.
like
It
the
looks too try hard. It looks like it's
yeah.
trying too hard to capture something that doesn't need to be. Like it's so obvious a sheep's walking. It doesn't need bending limbs and shit. Do you know
Yeah.
what it reminds me of? Do you know what my comparison is? Do you know Lego figures? You
Yeah.
can bend the arms up. You can bend the arms down.
Yeah.
You can bend the legs up. You can bend the arms down. They can't go
Perfect.
sideways.
Perfect design.
They go perfect design. In
Yep.
the Lego movie, they're fine. They go up and down.
Yep.
They stick to that.
Yep.
But then you get those like weird Lego animated films, or like even
Yeah.
the Lego game cutscenes, and the
Yeah.
arms bend and shit, and it just looks
It
wrong.
just looks wrong.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel with the Minecraft. Like these
Yeah.
things are boxes. Why are they bending?
I
Why are they
totally feel
fucking
that.
jumping?
I totally get that.
It's a
Yeah.
box. Boxes shouldn't bend. Ain't that right, Box
Box Blair doesn't bend. You
Box
heard it
bend.
here first. Box does not
Box Blair
bend.
does not bend.
But you're totally right. That's a
Yeah,
really good. I
like
think
it.
that's a really good comparison. I think I can totally agree with that sentiment.
Yeah,
That's why they shouldn't
I
bend.
just hate it.
I think it they clearly have a I do think they have a style that they're trying to push the game towards, you know, in terms of like
Yeah.
the animations. They're trying to add, you know, the leaf thing, like, you know, the leaves falling from the trees. Like they're trying to bring more, like, breathe life into a game that is inherently, like, at its core kind of lifeless, you know, like what we're walking around right now is like quite still, you know, and quite like nothing really moves apart from the animals over there, right? And
But the
it's
thing
very
is
robotic,
that's what
right?
makes Minecraft great. That's what makes Minecraft great because it's so
It's
lifeless. I could
simple.
clear
It's
this
simple.
entire area out and turn it into the Death Star. You
Yeah.
know, I could turn this into anything. That's something that like Hytale fucking sucks, right? That has released. We haven't really talked about that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even
Hytale and
write that
all of
down.
these Minecraft clones, they always fuck this up. They always try and make it look, oh, look at this fancy lighting. It looks just like real life.
Yeah.
No,
No.
motherfucker. Like, how are you meant to build like a giant starship enterprise when you've got leaves falling around everywhere and this fucking stupid like fog and these desert noises in your ears because you're in
Yeah.
a desert biome? It's the
See,
great thing about Minecraft is it's a blank canvas with the illusion of like a world.
literally,
Like
yeah.
you could totally destroy it all and build anything.
It's
You could
funny.
make it look
So
like space.
the other day, when I was doing the birds at your place, right? I was
Yeah.
updating suppressing the birds, and once I stepped back and had a look, I had a realization that, like, well, it's a realization I'd felt and, you know, thought of before, but hadn't really articulated in my mind before, and like and said in words. But Minecraft in old versions and even in new ones, I guess, is very much like you are building a three-dimensional painting, and you're kind of building a snapshot of a moment
Mm.
in time, right? When I was building the birds, like once I'd finished, I stepped back. I was able to walk around a snapshot, like as if someone had taken a picture that I could walk
Yeah.
around in, right? I could see the way the birds. It's like you got to imagine, okay, the you know, something has happened and these birds are flying off in this direction, and then bang, snapshot
And it's just
taken,
static.
right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay,
You're in
now
like a piece of art. You're in
exactly,
a piece of 3D art. The birds don't move
yeah,
in a painting. You're
and you
just
get
kind
to
of
walk
you're
around
looking
them.
at a painting someone's created, but in 3D. And yeah,
Literally,
that's great.
it's like a
I
three-dimensional painting.
recognize that there's that Artcraft where the people are recreating Lord of the Rings, right? And I
Yeah,
sort of realized that in that because they have a lot of custom models, and even
yeah,
then they have just like a frozen bird, and it's
yeah.
like it's there, and you're part of like just a picture.
You're
Like
part
it
of
look
you're part of a
that mod
picture, and
looks so realistic as well.
you're
It
part
looks
of a
just
picture, and
like
it's like a snapshot of a story that's happened, right? You can
yeah,
fill in the blanks and imagine what happened before and imagine what happened after. And I think that's like
right.
really intriguing. Whereas like what like modern is trying to do is make it so that you're in the story as like a moving part to the whole rest of this ecosystem. And it's like, to me, it makes the player feel far less significant in a way, you know. If like
Yeah.
if that rabbit over there has got a life and got a character, you know, got a brain, it's like maybe that's the main character. You know, that rabbit.
So to me, Minecraft is like trying to balance being a mukbang YouTuber and a fitness YouTuber at the same time. Like you can't, it needs a good balance, and I think Beta has the good balance, and even like maybe up to like quite far ahead, it has the good balance. Like it to be a sandbox. It almost has to not be a real game, if you
Yeah,
know what I mean. They're trying to make Minecraft an actual fucking game. They're trying to make Minecraft something like Skyrim
yeah,
or one of those games. And to be a survival sandbox is a really hard balance because the survival is like the opposite of a sandbox. It limits you in survival, right?
yeah,
And it needs that balance. I think Minecraft's fucking up. It's turning it into an adventure survival game and
mm,
losing a lot of the sandbox shit.
yeah,
And yeah, it's like being a mukbang YouTuber who does fitness videos. Like you're either going to be a fat bastard or a ripped fucking bald guy. You kind of just gotta and Minecraft's going super fat bastard right now.
yeah,
It's super fat bastard right now. It needs to go back to just being like, yeah, it's kind of a survival game. You can die. There's shit to fight, and there's a world. But overall, you can make this into
you can make
the
it into
fucking Death Star.
creative. Yeah,
Yeah, you can make this anything. This is apart from the sky being blue, this could be anywhere really.
yeah,
With enough time, you could transform this place into anything.
yeah.
But you can't really do that in modern. You could do it more so in modern Minecraft than any of these other clones. And that's another thing. I'm the first person to fucking shit on Minecraft. I fucking hate the modern game, right? I think it sucks. But if anyone thinks Hytale or any of these clones are better than it, they are so
I
wrong.
think they're
Like
wrong,
I,
100%.
it makes me defend a game I fucking hate.
Yeah.
I hate the modder game. I'm the first person to talk shit about it. But if people who are like, "Oh, Hytale, it's so much better than Minecraft," do you want to know why? Do you want to know why Hytale's better than Minecraft? Ready? You can open the inventory and there's a table there. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so good. I can't believe it. Do you know why
I
Minecraft? Do you know why Hytale is better than Minecraft? Right? Do you want to know why? When you punch a block, it wobbles. Oh my god! And
see.
your arm,
I
it has
think
50,000 custom animations for your arm punching. Do you know how important that is to the game design? That's
yeah.
it's so
See,
much better
I
than
find
Minecraft,
that
dude.
stuff like so. I find that annoying. You know, like so many people that have been blowing Hytale up the ass like so quickly and heavily before they even play it. You know, and it's like you
Yeah,
can be excited about a game, but like don't ignore the objective facts. You know, like that it's a game in development and you know all
yeah,
these people are like, oh, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna topple Minecraft. All these Minecraft, you know, supposedly Minecraft fans who want it to topple Minecraft. I'm like, that's weird to me, you know. But
they're
it's
full
like,
of, that's the. Do you want to know why that is? I know why that is. It's because they could profit from Hytale taking over, because that's a whole new realm of YouTube that they could do
I
more shit in.
suppose, yeah.
They're kind of dried up with Minecraft, and they're like, you know what? I could do all this shit in Minecraft, but in Hytale, and it would be brand new. It'd be like, you know what? I could be the first person to do this in Hytale. It's done 1,000 times in Minecraft, but in
And
Hytale, I'll
Hytale
be the
first
first.
time, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
first time. Look how original I am.
I just think it's weird, you know. And I think like uh, I think when I look so often when I think, you know, maybe I'm just so comfortable with the way Minecraft is. You know, Minecraft is such a like it is it. I mean, it's the best game in the world. It's, you know,
I think
top
so.
game in the world, right? Of all
Even
time.
the
So
modern game, I think Minecraft is my number one game. I think the
yeah,
modern game is probably my second. It's still second, even if it's
100%.
a bag of fucking
Even if
art.
it
Just
sucks,
the
it's
core,
still second, right? Just
the
the
core
core.
is still
Yeah,
there.
the core
The core
model is still
concept.
there, right? And I think like
Yeah,
whenever I see anything that is like trying to be in the style of Minecraft, like it never hits the mark for me. And even just to the point of the textures, like I look at it, I'm like, I could just be playing Minecraft, you know, like I could play a game that
yeah,
I enjoy more. Um, and that's not to
and it's
say I wouldn't give it a
because
go, but it's like I don't know, it never piques my interest the way I
yeah,
could just play Minecraft,
it's
you know.
it's because Minecraft perfected it, and they all know that, so they try everything they can to not look like they're copying Minecraft, which just makes their game look like shit. Minecraft is the like looks great, and they're like, well, we can't look like Minecraft. We're just gonna have to compromise and make our game look worse.
Yeah,
So it's like with Lego clones, right? Like copies of Lego.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
they
yeah,
never like the Lego figure, the Lego block is perfect, and everything else is never quite right. But they can't make it like Lego because they'll get sued up the ass.
exactly.
They would just get sued up the ass. Lego own that brick,
Yeah.
and that's the Minecraft problem.
That being said, I
Minecraft
mean,
killed all the other games.
that being said, I do want to try Hytale. I did buy the game. I do want to
You bought
try.
it.
Yeah, I bought it.
Is
Mainly
it multiplayer yet or not?
mainly just to reserve the name. um,
True, that's something I was
and
thinking
that's
about.
and like
Is it
same.
multiplayer though?
I have no idea.
Damn. If it was, I'd buy it and we could play it.
That would
That's
be
really
good.
good.
If it is multiplayer, you and
Yeah.
I, yeah, we should definitely play it. I would
And
much
then we
prefer
could be the
much
first to
prefer
do.
doing that.
And then we can say fuck Minecraft, and we could be the first to do Shadow of a
Oh
fan.
my
Imagine.
god, yes, we could be
Oh,
the
oh my
Yogscast
god,
of
jeez. Yeah.
Hytale.
It would be so original if we could
So
say this game's
original.
so much better than Minecraft, because then we would benefit from like the hype. We would benefit
Yeah,
from views of hype.
true.
Yeah. Because if we said it's worse than Minecraft and went back to Minecraft content, that's just the same
And
shit
we
we've
can
been doing
trick
for
everyone,
years, you
and we
know?
can triple our viewers, you know,
Yeah.
who watch us and be like, yeah, it's like Hytale, but in beta. It's like beta Hytale, you know? It's not a full
Yeah,
release
it's like
game
beta
yet, guys.
Hytale, dude.
It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hytale's in beta, guys.
That's another thing, right? They're like these people that are like, "Oh, Minecraft beta sucks. Minecraft beta's boring." Hytale though,
Amazing.
still fuck all to do.
Best.
Amazing game, amazing game. Better than modern. Better than modern. Fuck all to do in it. Better
Yeah.
than modern though.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can find beta boring, but Hytale fun. I
Yeah.
think it's maybe they do just get captured by the illusion of like content through like fancy animations.
I think
Maybe
so. I
that's
think
what it
so.
is.
I think that is actually often what it is. It's like uh yeah, like people think something's better just because it has better animations or better graphics or whatever, like which like
Just yeah, more.
are unnecessary, you know. It doesn't
It's
it
just
like those
unnecessary
don't
shit.
impact the actual gameplay. Like
I
um
can compare it to my phone. These phone companies, and this has been proven, they purposely make just swiping to the left of the screen this stupid animation, right, where it's like a
Yeah.
smooth animation because it's satisfying to the brain and it keeps you scrolling shit.
Yeah.
There's a setting that turns that off and it's just a hard thing, and
Mm.
that's it's just
So much
quicker,
more
it's just easier,
practical.
and it's fine. And it's proven that like these stupid like these little things, having it super colorful, having all the apps super colorful, having like these smooth like transitions through swiping and clicking, and the stupid animation where it lights up when you click shit. That for some reason the stupid ape brain is like, oh man, this shit's so good.
Yeah.
It keeps. I think that's the Hytale. It's
Actually,
like,
you know what I?
wow, when I
Yeah.
punch, the arm swings.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it swings amazing. There's a swipe
Oh my
animation when
god.
my arm swings. That's a good
Uh,
way to put it. Actually, I can compare that to uh like modern Minecraft. They made it so that when you like load chunks, they like fade in and fade out. And the
yes, I've
same with
seen
like
that
the
shit.
same with like the actual loading screen, like the big red Mojang loading screen. Like that is entirely unnecessary. Like you can
Yeah.
literally if you can use mods to get rid of that and you can get into the game like 10 seconds faster. And you
Yeah,
can
right.
load the world like 10 seconds faster if you turn off the smooth chunk loading, like it's just why would you even people just
Oh,
like
oh,
it for the aesthetic look and I'm like, no
fucking
dude, it's
Bedrock,
annoying,
Bedrock,
man.
Bedrock. Right, like we don't talk about the game. Press E right now. Press E right now.
Yep.
Bam, inventory in Bedrock, right? It
Oh,
fucking comes
it
up from the bottom
slides
of the
up.
screen. It
Yes.
has like
Oh
this
my god.
stupid
I didn't even
fucking
think of that.
animation. It's
I hate that so
so
much.
shit.
That's
It's
part of the
so
reason why
shit.
Bedrock is literally unbearable to play for me. I hate
Yeah,
that, man.
even just writing a sign, it takes like like 3 seconds to do anything
And if you do
because you
that,
have to sit through this bullshit.
if you do that every single time too, like the time adds up, man. I should
Oh, it does, and you don't realize how many times you open the inventory while playing the game because
literally.
it's constantly. But in Bedrock, you really feel those fucking seconds
Yeah.
watching the fancy as it comes up. It's so why is that there? Why did they
Why did
bother
they bother?
adding that? Who got
Yet,
paid for that?
they
Who
do
paid
that.
for
Yet they don't make actual fixes to the game. That is like terrible.
No, no, yeah, right. Like it's such a strange thing, but it does keep people playing. People love that shit. They're like, oh wow, it feels so smooth.
Bedrock is
And
crazy. Like anytime I play it, I don't know how people play it. Like the movement pattern, like the way you move is terrible. Like at
it's
least on
so
PC, I can understand people on
yeah.
console and whatever. I understand that, but like on a PC, why would you play Bedrock and not Java? Like I just don't get it.
I don't
It
understand that
looks
unless you're like
terrible,
you all your friends are on Xbox. Why are you playing this
dude.
shit? It
Even
looks
then,
terrible. It looks overly smooth. Have you noticed? Like,
yeah,
there's so,
it looks
I
so
want to do a
flushed
deep dive
out.
into Bedrock.
It looks
Do you
so
know what it
flushed
is?
out.
There's it doesn't look like it's ever in full HD, and I think it's
Yeah,
because they have this like insane anti-aliasing effect. So like none of the hard edges are ever actually hard edges. They're like this like blur between pixels
yeah.
because that's just makes it look smoother. And ooh, you can't have anti-aliasing in a
See,
game. Imagine
even
that.
when like I've had friends who are like playing a world in Bedrock, I've like joined it once and then been like, no, I cannot, I can't even
No.
bear to do this. It's just so terrible, and I hate the UI, like the settings UI and stuff.
Oh
It's
fuck.
so like not player friendly.
No, it's
It's
I don't
so
even
cooked.
understand. To right, I know like there's people say that like right the Bedrock menu sucks because it's designed for mobile, but like I don't know about you with a mobile phone. I feel like the old Minecraft, the Java Minecraft menus would be so
It
much
would be
easier
so
to
much
navigate than the
easier,
Bedrock ones. Like
100%.
I don't know, understand like sure the buttons are bigger, I guess, but like I have pretty big fucking hands and fingers. I reckon I could probably click these buttons on my phone.
And
I don't
also
think they need to be that big.
like if you open Bedrock on your phone compared to on your computer, are
Right.
they do the actual UIs themselves, are they exactly the same or is it different
I'm
because it's
pretty
on a
sure
mobile?
the actual home screen, like when you load in, it has like the store and shit. I think it's different on Xbox, PC, and mobile. Maybe it might be the same on Xbox and PC,
I'm
but
just thinking like
different on mobile.
if they're
But I think the
different.
actual settings are the same. I think they're the same. The
Well,
settings.
because all I'm thinking is like if they're programmed to like look different because they have to fit the format of a mobile phone, surely they can just
Yeah.
program them to be different for each device. And, make it make it the
Uh,
best experience for each device. I don't know. I don't know. I'm no dev, so I don't know. But
no, that's not what they want to do. What they want to do is they want to make it as easy as possible to update the game.
no, they want to make it as easy as possible for you to accidentally spend money in the
Click the
marketplace.
store. that.
Literally. Well, that's
True
actually
that.
true. The marketplace. I'm pretty sure the marketplace is more prominent like button to press than the settings button. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
right in the middle as well. Or it's like right where your thumb would probably be,
Yeah.
right?
Like
It's
I
like
think
in the
like I
it's
think
scummy.
but I even on like PC, and I'm pretty sure like the marketplace, like you can't if you're I'm pretty sure if you're playing a single player world or a multiplayer
Mm.
world, you have to leave the world to be able to access certain settings. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah,
maybe not
100%. You
all of
can't
them,
change
but
things in the game.
certain settings you have to be able to adjust. Whereas the
You
marketplace,
can't even change.
you can access the
Yeah, go on.
marketplace from any you can access the marketplace while you're in your single that's what I'm saying. You can access the marketplace and not single player. Correct me if I'm
True.
wrong, but I'm
You
pretty
can do
sure
that.
that's the case.
I'm pretty sure you can do that. You can't change texture packs while in a world, right? But if you
Yeah.
go into skins, you can change skins while in a world.
Yeah.
But you can also click on ones you don't own, and it takes you to the marketplace to buy
That's
skins
so
while you're in your world.
crazy.
It's so fucking scammy. It's definitely their side hustle that a billion people play.
Yeah.
It's there's like scummy little side hustle they don't want anyone to know
But
about, but it's also like
not really.
very
They
profitable.
want it to be the main hustle so bad, but they know that
Oh, true.
if they do anything to Java, no one's gonna play their game. No
Yeah.
smart person's gonna play their game.
I truly believe none of the devs play Bedrock,
Oh,
and that's
100%,
they would be
100%.
so
The only
pissed.
time they do
They would
is
never.
for promotional stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, you could really tell. Do you remember that Minecraft Live where they were like playing with that fake Tommy Innit guy?
Yeah.
Not Tommy Innit, the discount one.
Yeah,
What
I
was his name?
forget his name.
Tubbo. Was it
Oh,
Tubbo?
yeah, yeah, I think it was Tubbo. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they were playing with spears, and you could tell that they had never really played this shit. They were so bad at it,
Yeah.
and it's like come on now. They
Yeah.
were playing with like controllers, and it's so clear that Jeb is a PC Java player. Like he
100%.
would be. He
He would
just
be.
would be.
He
Like
has to be.
he's not sat on a couch with an Xbox controller playing Bedrock. You would have to be a fucking idiot to do that.
Literally.
Um, yeah, Bedrock sucks. I will never forget when Bedrock came out, and
Everyone
this
was
just
like, "Oh
sums
my
it all
god,
up.
it's gonna get rid of it's." Honestly, when Bedrock, sorry, I just want to quickly as a tangent.
No,
When Bedrock was like first becoming like a big thing, everyone was like, "Oh, it's gonna kill Java. It's gonna be the main version." And then years later, it's still like the most buggy, terrible thing. Anyway,
piece of
continue.
shit. Yeah. What sums it up to me, what sums up the entire Bedrock experience is when that came out, they were replacing the console editions, right? And they forgot to add in the coordinates. And people complained. People were like, "Where are the coordinates, Mojang? Where are the coordinates?" And they were like, "Okay, we'll add coordinates." They added coordinates. It was an option, and it disabled achievements when you did it, and it just appeared in your screen all the time. When that they
uh,
failed to even add the most simple shit. You could activate coordinates, and it's just a black box in the top left with the numbers on, and
yeah,
it disabled achievements. Now, hot take here: coordinates are kind of a cheat, in my
yeah,
opinion, having them on. I do think they should have probably I think they were in the right to have them disable achievements. But they went back on it and they're like, okay. But what annoys me the fucking most is console edition had the maps with the coordinates on, and I think that is perfect. And they couldn't even fucking be asked, and they weren't even capable of
yeah.
adding the fucking coordinates to the maps. The best they could do is a setting in the fucking options that I'm pretty sure you have to leave the game to enable and disable, and the best they could do is a black box in the corner
That's
of the
up in
fucking
your
screen that you
screen
can't
forever.
turn off
You can't turn it on and
forever
off.
with the
There's no
cords on.
F3
That's the
button.
best they could fucking do. Is that, are they serious?
Yeah.
Like, are they taking the piss? Is that really it? And they had so much better shit. They could have just had coordinates on the map. Actually, me and Kelphone were talking about this in the Betamore chat. We were saying that people would hate this, by the way, because coordinates are such a staple of the game.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, coordinates in the nether and the end, when you press F3, they should spaz out. You shouldn't be able to use them. I don't think coordinates in the nether and end should exist because, like, the compass spins around. From a
Yeah.
gameplay point of view, getting
Well,
lost in the end is part of the
my
point, in my opinion.
I don't think I don't think the coordinates should work at all unless you have a compass either in your hand or in your inventory.
I
Like
agree. To me, F3 is a cheat
I
menu,
think
right?
yeah, to me F3 is a debug menu, right? Like I don't think it should
Yeah.
have been in the game past beta, right? I think
Yeah,
it's a debug menu. I don't think it should be like it should be for the developers only, right?
exactly.
I think when you hold a compass, it should like above your hotbar tell you your coordinates or something, right? When you're holding it in your hand, and I think maybe then they would have made in the nether or the end, they would have made it so that you could craft a compass for those dimensions, right? I think that would be
Right.
fine, right? I think that would
Dude,
be
that
cool.
warden compass, the compass you can make from the warden,
Yeah,
if that works in the end and never, perfect. That
like
finally it fucking
that's what I'm
use.
saying.
You
Like,
can finally
well,
use coords in
well,
those
my
dimensions.
thought would be like you go into the nether and you have to basically take a leap of faith or be smart enough to lay your tracks,
Yeah,
right? You know, and you have to go and find things to make the compass, right? To then be able
right.
to lead you back. I think that would be the best way to do it. Um, but yeah, I think coordinates on their own are kind of cheating. I don't like them.
The 100 June.
I use them because it's easy,
It's just so
but I
yeah,
think
it's so
but I
handy.
think I and there's not really an alternative. Maps aren't very viable. I mean, in modern they're a
No.
bit more viable, but even still, like they're not really. Not for
Mm,
not for like large scale travel or anything like that. So yeah, I just think yeah they could have done a lot better. Um,
yeah.
and then
I do
it would
I
have
do think
given the compass a lot more of a purpose. Whereas
oh
like now
100%. I
people
think
never use it.
the problem is though is like Minecraft fans are kind of stupid, and
Oh
if they
yeah,
removed the F3 menu or even just the quads from it, they'll be like, "What the fuck, bro?
yeah.
What the fuck? What, how am I meant to know where I am now?"
To be fair, okay, here's I guess another flip side, right? I think if they were to do that now, yeah, you're right. Everyone would be in uproar. And then if they made the functionality that you had to hold the compass, people would be in an uproar because
Yeah.
then you have to hold the compass like or have a compass on you at all times, right? And then people will be like, oh
Dude, I
my
gotta
god,
play the game, bro.
that's another thing I have to carry. It's like in beta it would make sense because you don't often have to carry that much stuff, and when you're building you don't
Right.
need a compass on you, right? Whereas like I don't know, people play in such a particular way now. There's lots of different ways to play. If you're out adventuring, you're probably got a compass on you and it's just taking inventory slot. I can kind of understand the complaint there, but yeah, you're right. Like they're so against removing anything, and that is because the community is so
They
stupid.
don't care about the game. What they care about convenience.
Yeah.
They care
Well,
about convenience shit.
I
If
just
they
think
could, they would add the bonus chest full of diamonds.
I just
I
think
truly believe most Minecraft players would choose to have a bonus chest full of diamond blocks.
I just think the majority of players are very short-sighted. They see the sparkly thing
Yeah,
in front of them, the brand new sparkly thing, and they just take it at face value and go, "Oh, that's great." They don't think about the impact it has on a game. Similar to like,
yeah,
what Mending had and the Elytra and stuff. At the time everyone's like, "Oh, this is so sick, this is so cool," but didn't really think about the implication and the impact it would have, right? And I feel like that's the
right.
same with like the coordinates and things like that. The beds, I think yeah, the impacts the small like those small things that seem like such great fun additions just to like appease the community. When it comes to game development, it's poor game design.
It's just
And
shit.
now they are, yeah, like you say, they are super afraid of going back on their decisions because people will, and you see like the villager trading, they're terrified
Mm,
of making adjustments to that because people are going to complain, people are going to be
it's
so
so
mad,
useful.
even though it needs to be done to actually make the game balanced and
Yeah,
enjoyable, right? Like people have 2 week Minecraft phases because it's a shit system. It's a like poorly
it's a
developed
shit
game.
game.
I
Yeah,
there was another thought I had about like the villager trading. Oh shit, what was that? I literally just had it in my mind and I've forgotten it now. Damn, that's annoying.
I'm not sure, but like, yeah, the F3 menu is one. It shouldn't have been past beta. It's a
Yeah,
debug menu in any other game that would have been taken out.
yeah,
And like, I get it. Like, I get it as part of the game. And it's like they're like, oh man, now I gotta actually like figure out where the fuck I am.
yeah,
But like, but like, if it's cheating in my opinion. Like I can understand having it in creative. I think it'd be handy in creative, right? But I think the F3 should just tell you the frame rate and maybe some of the other like
yeah.
useless
Like things you
shit,
need to
whatever
use to
these
actually
fucking
see
numbers
if you're
are.
having problems with your computer, right? Like
Yeah.
like knowing where your coordinates are isn't a problem with your computer and like you running
No, that's a
Minecraft, right?
gameplay cheat.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's definitely a shit thing about the game, and that's one thing apart from the crashes. Alpha was great because it didn't have coordinates in the
yeah,
game, and it changed how you played it in a good way because
definitely.
you would build towers, you would remember landmarks, you would
Yeah,
you would explore and be worried about losing your base, and that was great. But now you're just like, all right, well, I found a spawner 50 miles out. Where is this? Oh, I'll just write down the coordinates. Boring as shit.
boring. Yeah,
Like
literally.
it's boring. It's the boring fucking
Instead of
gameplay.
making an outpost and or like that's the cool thing, right? Like if you get lost somewhere and or like you find something cool, you're like, okay, well, I need to remember where this is. I'm gonna make an
Mm,
outpost here. I'm gonna make a base here, and actually then make a path connecting this place to my old place. And then it's like, okay, well, maybe I've
exactly. Yeah.
forgotten where my old place is. I'm gonna make a base here, and then like try and retrace my steps. And this is gonna be my operations of going backward and forward, right? And then like all of a sudden throughout your world, each time you've gone out to explore and stuff, you've got new things that you've added to your world, and all of a sudden your world is this big
Yeah.
expansive place. And I just, yeah, it's so much more interesting.
It's just that it feels like an actual fucking game. That to me, that's removing the coordinates, having them work with maps and compasses. To me, that is a better exploration update than any shit fucking cobblestone box they had.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, that makes the world feel bigger than it actually is, because it's even the coordinates are even used to fucking get cheap mining and shit. You're like, oh well, level 12 or whatever it is now.
Yeah.
You know, this is where diamonds are. It's fucking utter bollocks.
That
Like
is
it's not.
true. That is true. You
I
don't even
can't believe that that
you
shit's in the game.
yeah, you don't even need to think about like you don't even need to think about wondering whether
Exploring
you
caves,
are that
really.
low or not. Yeah.
You're never really exploring caves. What you're doing is you're looking for caves that go below the Y level to find diamonds.
Yeah.
You're not actually exploring the cave itself. You're trying to get to where you need to be on the coordinates to find the ores you want. And that's just such fucking robotic shit. That's a terrible like game design.
Yeah.
And I think fuck the Minecraft fans, right? I know we complain about the game, but whatever, right? Fuck the Minecraft fans. Remove coordinates. Put it so when you're holding the compass, they come up, you know, like where the white
Yeah.
text usually does. And then on the top of maps. That way you can build maps. When you find a fucking cool thing 50,000 miles out, you'll have to make a map. And that's how you find your way back to it. Or you build like a little outpost and a tower. And that's where you remember where you are. You don't just press F3 and take a
Yeah.
screenshot.
I
Because that
suppose
is
I
so
suppose
fucking
that
lame.
they actually have to they actually have kind of done something in that regard where they made it so that you can make a compass and right click a lodestone. The problem is when they added the
Right.
lodestone. Oh, do you know this? So when you for anyone who doesn't know, I don't know. You make a compass, you place down a lodestone at a location, you right click on it with a compass, and then that compass then leads you back to that lodestone. And you can obviously have like a whole chest full of them, leading to different places around the world, which is kind of that, right? The problem is
Right.
nobody ever uses that feature as far as I'm aware, because lodestones, when they were first added, required a netherite ingot, right? Which is hard as balls to get,
Yeah.
for the average player, right? And but they recently made it so that it only cost an iron ingot now, so it's far more viable. But now I think it's
Great.
just in everyone's brain that it's just a hard or pain in the ass to do, so no one ever
No,
does it.
no one's ever going to use it whilst coordinates in the game. And do you know what?
Yeah,
You
and yeah,
saying
why
that,
would you use it?
I think the devs actually agree with us. I think the devs
Yeah,
know this shit. I
yeah.
think they're like, yeah. I don't even think they. Maybe they're stupid. I don't know. Maybe they're like they don't assume players use the F3 debug menu.
Well,
Is that the case?
I actually don't think so. So I actually think this is one thing I actually do like about what Mojang is doing. For better for worse, they there are things that I don't agree with, like the way they go about doing it, but I guess the philosophy is something I don't mind that they're doing, is making it so that people can play the game and learn all the features without having to look anything up. And I understand that obviously that was a
Right.
huge reason why Minecraft is as big as it is, right? Because people had to look things up, and that's why YouTube and Minecraft are so synonymous with each other. But I just think, the game is big enough now that it doesn't need that crutch, right? I think I've been watching this guy's name's it's Oliver, I think is his name. I don't know. And he
Mhm.
basically he has a series, and he streamed this like 2 years ago now, but I only just found it, and I've been just hooked on it. And it's his first time ever playing Minecraft. He doesn't know anything about the game at all, like literally nothing. He knows absolutely nothing, which is insane, right?
Right.
For an adult not to know anything at all about Minecraft is kind of crazy to me. And he's just been playing it, and he's been not looking at chat, like he's going full blind, no spoilers, like his chat doesn't tell him anything. He hides the chat and whatever. Like it's insane, and he's just the way he works. Like he learned how to use a comparator before he learned that shifting stopped you from falling off blocks. Like that's how little he knows about the game, and
Right.
that's how his thought process went. Like it's just such an interesting perspective, right? Anyway, the reason why I bring that up is because so many of the things, like it kind of switched my perspective on why Mojang have added certain things and why, like, what they're kind of doing. And a lot of it is geared towards players who have never played before being able to work out
Mm.
the mechanics of the game without actually looking it up. And that's something he couldn't figure out certain things, um, because there just was no logical steps or at least as far as I've watched so far.
Right.
Like, he hasn't worked certain things out because there's no logical steps, because it is kind of illogical, right? But when it comes to, like,
Oh yeah.
making a nether portal, he finds these nether portals around the place, the ruin portals, right? And then he kind of pieces together that you
Oh
need
yeah, yeah, yeah.
obsidian, and then he's got the advancements. That's the biggest thing that helps him, right? Is the
And that's kind of
advancements.
what structures have always been.
Yeah.
They've kind of fucked them up in a lot of ways recently. But like when villagers were added, they were a tutorial for like, oh, wheat farm, oh,
Oh,
house. This is a
100%. And
crafting
that's
table. This
and
is a
that's
furnace,
that's
and
literally
that's what these ruined
that is
portals are.
literally how he learned to farm, and how he learned to how he learned that villagers have professions, is because when he went
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
villages, and even learning how to build as well. Like, he didn't really build anything until he went to villages and was like, "Oh, holy shit, I can actually build stuff." Like,
Yeah,
which is
right. And
such an
that's what
interesting
their
thing,
intent
right?
was. I think the old villagers were a little bit better at
I
it
agree.
because
I agree.
they shrunk the houses. Like they were purposely empty so people could live in them. And
Yeah.
like new people could be like, "Oh, okay, I can live here. It's empty. I could
Yeah.
my imagination, what could I put in here?" But now it's just kind of like a crammed little box because they try and make them look like nice,
Well, they
which
also,
and they
yeah,
do look like better builds, but they're worse for their function. You
they
know what I mean?
yeah. I think the villagers serve like a lot more of like a like expositional piece now, like they
Yeah.
before they were just about like, oh, like, what can you build, whereas now it's like, okay, what can you build, but also what's the function of this block, how does it react, how do villagers use it, that sort of thing. And also, hey, this block exists, kind of is a thing as well.
You know, actually, hold on. I'll probably get shit for this, but like, do you know? I don't like the way that Mojang have implemented kind of like a guidebook. I think it's really shit. I don't know if I would want them to do this, but I'm shocked that they haven't made like in a lot. Do you know like Lego Star Wars, where you go to the dude in the canteen and you can buy hints?
Yeah.
I'm shocked there's not like a villager trader that's like, okay, this is how you buy. You spend like you spend like 5 wood to learn how to craft. That shows
Yeah.
you how to do something. If you know what I
I
mean, this teaches you this,
Yeah, I
like a
actually,
teacher villager.
well, again, with It's Oliver, I actually disagree with that. I think I agree. Like, I didn't like the book, and I still, out of principle, don't like to use it, because I know the
I think there's
recipes.
better ways to
I
do it.
like I like to know I like that I know the recipes. But watching this
Yeah,
guy who's never played Minecraft before, knows nothing about it, he uses the advancements, and he uses the recipe book like a lot to work things out, and there's literally no other way to work them out. In a lot of cases, he goes through
yeah.
logical things to work them out. Like, he worked out how to do brewing and stuff, and like it's crazy. Anyway, I can't remember what the
I
full
think
reasoning. Oh, it was okay. So my point behind all this was like,
right.
I can understand where Mojang is kind of heading in that direction, and I kind of like that, and I really hope that they, in a way, are thinking about that sort of stuff, like they're almost
Hmm.
quietly preparing for that sort of, uh you know hey, we're fixing the meta of the game, update, and
Yeah.
almost gently, slowly but surely bringing people into that kind of thing. A point I was going to make earlier was, um back when TNT duping was first discovered, people were like, "Oh my god, this is like game breaking. It's crazy." But don't tell Mojang, because then they'll fix it, and we want it in the game. Everyone was like,
Right.
everyone was
Yeah.
like,
That's
don't.
so stupid.
Everyone was like, don't tell Mojang, because we want to keep it in the game. Like, we want to keep TNT duping. It's so useful. It's so fun. It's so
Just
interesting,
play
right?
creative.
Okay,
Fuck's sake.
but now, right? Okay, but the difference is now those same people who were saying that, 10 years ago, are now saying
Yeah.
to Mojang, "Hey guys, it's super lazy that you haven't fixed this clearly obvious bug." Right? Like, that's what they're
Right.
saying, right? That, like, people who were like really trying to hide it and make sure that TNT duping wouldn't get taken out of the game, are now saying, Mojang, this is a super useful feature. Turn it into a feature. It's a bug. It's broken. It's not fun. It's not good game design.
Hmm.
Fix it, right? Like, that's what they're pleading for that now, which is so interesting to me, and I feel like that is going to happen with a lot of different features like that. Or bugs, I guess. Like, I think it should happen to a lot of things. I hope that they're keyed on to that, like they think about the fact
Yeah.
that mending is broken, that the elytra is broken, they're thinking about this stuff and they're trying to find ways to like fix it without causing the biggest uproar, but with the knowledge that the game is an unbalanced mess, I really hope that that's the case. My dream update
Mm.
right now would be like a fix this shit update, like fix
Fix
the
this shit.
fix the villager
Not
trading,
baby
fix
pigs.
fix
Not
the
not
baby
not baby
pigs,
pig.
fix the enchantments, fix the what's it called, the too expensive thing, fix the
No, no,
elytra.
no, no. Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Right. Cute animals though.
Oh shit, okay, yeah, you got me, all right, Mojang,
Oh
you got
God.
me, I'm in.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean,
It's
right?
yeah.
I feel like
I
they
do
are
know what you mean. I
slowly
agree.
trying to, and that's like, they've got the new players in mind as well a lot. So I'm thinking, I hope that the case is that they are trying to, like they are one day just gonna do a fix. We're gonna fix the game balance update. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think maybe one day. I do think the guidebook I don't quite like. I think they could do it better. Like I do think one should be in the game, but I think they could do one much more interesting where it's like because at the moment it's kind of like you don't know what the fuck's in the game until you kind of do, if you know what I mean.
It's like
I
it's
think
kind
if
of
they had one where like items were blacked out and you were like, "Oh, what's that?" and it made you
yeah.
curious and
I
it kind
think
of
I
like
think that's
led
a
you
good
along the
idea.
route to do it. And I think BTA does something like that. I don't know if it had it when we played it, but I remember seeing. I was like, that's kind of what I've
That
been
is a good
wanting
idea.
from
And that's
the
kind of
game.
like
Was
Lego Star Wars, like you were saying, like the characters, you have the
yeah,
characters
the characters are
to
blacked
unlock.
out and you're
It's
like,
it's
"Oh,
like,
how do
oh,
I
here's all
unlock
the
him?"
things to unlock. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be a better way to do it. It's like, what's this weird shaped item here? How do I get that? And it's
Yeah.
kind of like, this is how you find it. And it's like,
I
oh,
don't know
okay,
if
I'll
you
go find it.
I don't know though, if you looked at like the menu and there it's just every single block is just black. Like think of how many blocks.
It look like you're playing Bedrock.
Yeah, think of how many blocks are in Minecraft. There's so
Oh
many, and
god,
then all just be black at the start. It'd be
it's
so
true.
stupid.
I suppose it would have to be more like I think it should probably only be craftable things then, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just every block you can find, because like, what's the point putting dirt as black or grass? It would have to be things that you can craft as like this is something that could be crafted. We're not going to tell you how, but this is what it is.
Yeah.
Figure it out, Figure it out. This is a stair. How do you think you make it?
Yeah. Hmm.
I think that would be good. Yeah, I was going to say something else as well. I think Mojang kind of developed the game as if the F3 menu doesn't get used in the way it does. I think that's a good thing. I think that should be
Yeah.
how it does, but also remove the fucking F3 menu or like get rid of the coordinates in it because
Yeah.
I don't know what's in the modern F3 menu that's different from the beta one. And plus, I'm using a mod that changes all the shit in the beta one anyway. But I think having all this shit is just cheating. Like, even, I mean, I put in my thing now and it has like the time, and I know that's a mod, but even that's fucking cheating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the clock.
I mean, you should have a clock for that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's something they need to do is make old items more useful. I guess that's something else. They just don't go. They just don't ever seem to go back on old things. Which, I,
No,
in their defense, I
unless
think
it's a
they.
fucking baby chicken.
Yeah, I think they have it in mind to do that, but I guess it all depends on when and how they can kind of sneak it into, the marketable update side of things.
But yeah, that's a possible video I might do. The one time Mojang was right and the community were full of shit, and that's
Mm,
the bedrock coordinates being a cheat because people were so pissed at that.
yeah.
They were like, right, we'll add coordinates, but doing it will just say will be as if you're creative. You won't earn achievements. I think that was a good thing because it is a cheat. It is a fucking cheat, and I get why people were pissed because they're so used to the coordinates. They're privileged. They're privileged micro players.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But Mojang were right in that case, and they should have stuck to it. They should
Yeah.
stop listening to the community.
I agree. They should stop listening to the community and
They
listening
should
to
stop.
me. They should listen to me and
They should
stop
listen
listening
to
to the
me.
community.
No, I'm gonna make a mod. I'm gonna make a mod that does all this, and you can buy it for free. I mean, no, you're gonna buy it for £5 on my Patreon. My name is Jet Starfish, the patron. Um, is
Classic.
he still around? What happened to the guy?
I don't know. I think he got cancelled.
Good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, listening. We
No, no,
made
no,
it
no, hang on,
to.
hang on. I know what he's doing now. He's probably hyping up Hytale.
Oh, probably,
That's probably what he's
probably.
doing. He could benefit from that shit. He
Yeah,
could sell so many mods on that.
that's true.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. We're at negative 286,000 blocks, so we made
Yeah.
another 16,000, which we normally do. So 17,000.
You could almost say this is the most negative podcast on YouTube.
You could. All right.
Next guest, Jet Starfish.
Thanks for watching,
Gotta pay. You gotta pay
listening.
to watch it though.
We'll see you
You
guys
gotta
next
pay to
time.
watch the video. You gotta pay to watch the Jet Starfish one. Should we do that? That's a great idea.